Well, hello again. It's Mike with the Claim Squad Public Adjusters. Today is a very important video, and I know they're all important, but really we're talking about water damage. And when you look at any type of claim, whether it's a roof claim, a fire claim, hurricane, tornado, AC leak, pipe break, they all have something in common. It all has to do with water damage. Of course, other things are damage, but water seems to be the main cause of a lot of these claims. What follows with water is mold. So I didn't know whether I wanted to do a video with mold and water together or separate them. But there's so much good information that I want to share with you with this water damage that I decided to do a mold video separately. We're going to get into it, and there's 4 parts to this. I'm putting it up now, but we're going to be talking about a lawsuit. We're going to be talking about the percentages of water damage claims since 2010, and we're going to be talking about insurance policies. I'm going to put up the document. Let's get right into it. And remember this number, 14. If there's anything you take away from this video, remember 14 days with regards to water damage. Okay, let's get into it. So we're talking about this lawsuit that happened in 2012. I won't share too much in depth, but let me give you the highlights. So a homeowner went away in September of 2012. And this case has really set precedent. A lot of public adjusters don't know about it because they know nothing about legal cases. And a lot of attorneys don't, because quite frankly, a lot of attorneys don't handle property damage lawsuits. 2012, September, homeowner leaves wherever he went. It was not discussed in the lawsuit. Came back later part of October. Water must have been everywhere because from the lawsuit, 1,000 gallons a day were being leaked out from a refrigerator line that either broke, cracked, or there was some type of leak into it. He filed the claim. The homeowner filed the claim. The insurance company denied the claim. Now let me tell you the reason why they denied the claim. It's based on this language. Again, let's think about that number. What's the number? 14. An insurance policy excluding losses caused by constant or repeated leakage or seepage over a period of 14 days or more is excluded. Again, we'll get into that. So basically, to sum it up, an insurance policy states that when there's constant or repeated leakage or seepage for over 14 days, water damage is excluded. Okay? So after the lawsuit, the homeowner's insurance company, otherwise known as the defendant here, filed what's called a motion to dismiss. Basically tell the judge, hey, we don't think this case has merit, throw it out. The judge basically did that. So they appealed the judge's ruling. It went to the 5th District in Florida. The 5th District ruled in favor of the homeowner. I won't go into all those details, but essentially they didn't get damages covered beyond the 14 days. They got around the policy language. And if you have water damage and you call me and I represent you, this is the loophole that we would take advantage of. And the reason why I don't want to share is because other people may be watching this video and get this information and then use this as a negotiation tool. But it has to do with the days. I'll leave it at that. So if you are denied, or the insurance company only offers you a little bit with your water damage claim, and they cite anything regarding 14 days, call me, because we got the way around that policy language. So the second part we're going to cover is, this is just a little tidbit. Since 2010, water damage claims have increased by almost 50%. So it's 46% to be exact. Most of that has been due to broken and leaky pipes. So this is all the cast iron pipe claims. If you look at my pipe damage, cast iron pipe damage claim video, there's a lot of good information in there. regarding these type of claims and the position the insurance companies take. Now, a lot of these claims started in 2016 with the broken pipes. So really, you can look at it, there's probably been an influx of water claims since 2016, but they went back as far as 2010. So let's go over the policy language. So in point number 3 on this graph, you'll see most policy place restrictions limits on coverage of water damage caused over time, 14 days. Again, remember that number, 14 days. Let's go to point number 4. If a leak can be proven in existence for 14 days or more without a fix or resolution, many policies exclude the damage from coverage. So you may be thinking, oh gosh, I've had a leak and I've had it for a month and I didn't know it was hidden. And the insurance company now is going to deny me. They probably will. Don't lose hope. We can help. I'm telling you. There's a way around this. And I wish I could spill it out on this video. But this is my little secret. I've been doing this a long time. And there's no public adjuster that has the same type of knowledge to get around that. And most attorneys don't either. So I have to protect and keep things close to my vest that I know are going to help me and my clients. But let's get into something else I wanted to share. So let me give you a timeline of how insurance companies have treated water damage claims. Now we're going to go through periods starting from 1991 to 1999. During these times, insurance companies covered water damage claims. They didn't exclude any of it at all. 2000 to 2006 is when changes started because of water damage claims in Florida. So what they began to do is specify that damage from a water pipe that had been leaking for more than 14 days would not be covered unless the pipe was behind a wall, under a floor, or in a ceiling. And that the homeowner was unaware. So as you can see, they tightened it up, but there was still a lot of leeway there from 2000 to 2006. 2007 to 2011, the insurance company started tightening the belt again. So what were the restrictions or what policy changes? So here it is. The restrictions concerning water damage became tighter even if the leak was unknown to homeowners. It could be proven, and if it could be proven to have existed longer than 14 days, the water damage claim could be denied. Now see, they say could be because not all insurance companies adopted that policy language from 2007 to 2011. Fast forward again, 2012 to the present. So over the past few years, the restrictions on water damage claims in Florida have become more defined and refined. If mold is present, here's mold, or the leak can be proven to have been in existence for 14 days or more, okay, well that's what they had years before, right? Starting in 2000, they used the 14-day mark. But here's where they've really tightened it up. So if the leak can be proven to have been in existence for 14 days or more, here we go, without a fix or resolution, many policies exclude the damage for coverage. So they added in just a few words. So yeah, there may not be no coverage for 14 days. But then they're saying, if it's been 14 days without a fix or resolution, well, what if you don't know? And to the insurance company's thinking is that you should know. You should know there's a leak. If people are out of town, is that a fair argument to make? Not according to them. And that's why they put the 14 days. And in Florida, all across our state, we have people that come down for a few months during the winter, right? So November to April, and then they leave. Well, during that time, if they own a condo unit or they own a home, a lot of issues can happen. So, again, don't lose hope. There's a way around this. I'm telling you, we've got it. This is what excites me when I can help people. The last thing I want to talk about with water damage claim is something that is very, very interesting. So see, not too long ago, there was an insurance company in another state that essentially used the same type of language with regards to water damage. Basically saying that they weren't going to cover it if mold was present. Yada, 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 14 days, so on and so forth. Here's something that struck me, that now when we have a water damage claim, I address the Department of Insurance in Florida and ask them for a few documents. So what am I talking about? So an insurance company basically stated in their policy, we are not going to cover water damage if there's mold. And this is in Texas. And yet they wrote the Department of Insurance and said the exact opposite in a letter, in what they call, it was essentially a Texas Department of Insurance order. So I think what happened is the state of Texas must have been having an increase in water damage claims because of all the hurricanes, and they addressed this with the insurance companies. And so the insurance companies didn't change the policy, but then they told the Department of Insurance, oh no, we'll cover it, don't worry about it. But here's what they wrote in the policy: they'll basically cover water damage, except expenses which are related solely to the existence of mold are the only expense which would not covered in the course of repair of a covered water damage claim. So let me repeat that again. In their policy, they basically stated if water damage and if mold is present on the covered property, that they would exclude it. But then they wrote the insurance company and said, no, we will cover these losses. But mold that is present upon water damaged materials will be removed, and that will be covered. But the expenses, if there's only the existence of mold, are the only expense which would not be covered in the course of a repair of a covered water damage claim. Sounds a little confusing, doesn't it, right? So expenses which are related solely to the existence of mold are the only expense which would not be covered in the course of the repair of a covered water damage claim. So they're essentially saying mold they won't cover on any type of water damage claim. That doesn't make any sense, because they're saying up above in their policy that they will cover it. So this is great. Now, it may not make sense right now, but overall, it's great to have something that they say in their policy is covered or isn't covered. And then a letter that they wrote to the Department of Insurance for Texas saying that something that should be covered isn't covered, and something that isn't covered is covered. It's confusing. It blows my mind. But what I loved about it, it helps the homeowner and any property owner either way. You can't have both. You can't say in your policy, we're not going to cover it, and then write the Department of Insurance saying they're not going to cover it. They will get in some big time trouble if they wrote the Department of Insurance and said they're covering it and then do not cover it. I mean, there would be fines, there would be all kinds of stuff that would be happening, and the Department of Insurance would get on them hard. So those are the things when it comes to water damage. Water damage claims are no fun, but I'll tell you what, insurance companies will try to take advantage of you, the homeowner, property owner, condo owner, business owner, restaurant owner, warehouse, commercial property. Water damage is everywhere in Florida. It's just the nature of the beast with all the claims that we have. So if you have these type of claims, give me a call. I'll be able to direct you help you and guide you throughout this entire claim, and we will get a recovery. We will, no doubt about that. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was useful. Stay tuned. Watch the mold video, because it's going to be a little bit more of this type of information in the mold information video coming up. Thank you.